guys, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. This is an extended version of my Thailand vlog, so it does have most of my parts from my Instagram, but this has other parts as well that I did not put on my Instagram, so I really hope that you enjoy it. I spent quite a long time working on this because it is my first time working on a long form video, so I really hope that you enjoy it. If you have any suggestions or criticisms for me, leave them in the comments, but be nice. Don't be rude, don't be mean, be nice, okay? But yeah, if you like the video, subscribe, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. God bless. Good morning, guys. Let's get ready to go to the airport. I've been looking for a hair tie, but my sisters took all of them, so I'm gonna use this hair clip. My dad literally just got out of the shower. That means I'm in danger because I haven't even packed my carry-on, so I'm not really gonna do any makeup. I might have to do that in the car. For now, I'm gonna prioritize finishing packing my carry-on. We finally arrived at the airport about 4 hours early. We were all super exhausted but also very excited because we got to get our bags checked in and to go through passport control and airport security, which gave us enough time to go and relax for a bit in the business lounge, which was really nice and super comfy. I personally was very happy about because they had food and I hadn't eaten the whole day. Soon after, it was time for us to go to our boarding gate because it was time for us to get on our plane. Got on our plane and we immediately got settled, and the view from the window is so pretty after takeoff. But you could actually adjust the lighting of the window in case you wanted to sleep, which I thought was really cool. My sisters and I ate at different times, but I had a steak sandwich which I completely finished because it was so good. And after eating, I did a little bit of editing and I decided to turn in for the night because I was still very exhausted. We landed in Abu Dhabi for our 2-hour layover, which there was a lot of walking involved because this airport was absolutely huge. And it did have a lot of different shops and it was super well lit that I even forgot that I was in an airport for a second because it looked so much like a mall. We didn't have much time, but we got to go to the business lounge in Abu Dhabi for a little bit before we had to leave for our connecting flight. We got just a few little things to nibble on, and then we headed to our boarding gate. On our way to our boarding gate, we saw these stroller stations, which I thought was very considerate for family with baby, which we didn't really have to use because my sister was okay with walking, but there was a lot of walking involved. But after 6 hours, we finally made it to Thailand and we landed in Patong City. The humidity and heat hit us almost immediately. After like an hour-long drive from the airport to our hotel, we finally made it to the Social Hotel, where we got to check into our hotel room that was really well air conditioned, which is very appreciated because it was very hot. Despite the heat, we still decided to go out and see a little bit of the area that we were staying in. It was very clear in the morning, but it was going to get much busier at night, and we decided to stop and get a few souvenirs and also to get some food. After walking around for a little bit and checking out the different stores around our hotel room, my sister and I decided to go out and we found a 7-Eleven. We were both so excited, but I was particularly excited to try like the bunch of different food items there, but there were so many different options and we couldn't really read the packaging, so we just had to choose according to our gut feelings. And apart from the crab legs, everything else that we got was really good. We decided to end the night off by getting some ice cream. This was the next evening and we decided to go get food from this really popular street food place, and it was a very packed but my dad was literally so big that as we were walking through the crowd he was like parting with the crowd, and I thought that was kind of funny. But we got there and I really found it neat that you could see like all the lobsters and prawns before that you could choose the ones that you wanted, which is a little cruel, but it was pretty cool. We finally got seated and we got our food, and the food portions were very large and I honestly did not finish my crab. I actually didn't even touch it because I didn't like it from 7-Eleven before, and I thought that maybe it was going to taste better at the market, but I still really didn't like it. But we later fed it to some cats, so it's okay. After taking a couple of photos, we headed back to our hotel room. This was the next morning, and we were heading to a dock where we were going to get on a speedboat that was going to take us to another island. So I decided to put on some sunscreen while I was in the car and just moisturize my hands because even though it was very humid, my hands were like really dry, but my hands just do that. So yeah, this was us on the speedboat. It was a very bumpy, but it was also like really nice because the water and the air was coming in and everything. It was very hot. So we finally got to the island and we got to Phi Phi Island. The water was like super clear. Like there was no dirt in the water, which was really cool. And we headed straight to our villa. So we had a guide that came and took us from the dock and he led us directly to our villa, and this was us walking to our villa, and our villa was actually very close to the beach, which was really nice. This is a quick little tour of our villa. It was also very well air conditioned because again that is highly appreciated because it's very hot, and we also did have a saltwater pool, and I was pretty happy about that because I was not planning to go swimming in the ocean. I mean, I could like step my feet in the ocean, but I was not gonna go swim in there. But this is me going upstairs to show you guys the rest of our villa. The bedroom and the bathroom were upstairs, so yeah, this is what it looked like. And there were two doors where you could enter from the stairs, and then you could also enter from the bedroom, so that was pretty nice as well. We decided to go out and also take a look around the island, and there were actually so many different cats all over the island, which I was very happy about because that is literally my dream. And all the cats were super friendly, but we did also decide to go to 7-Eleven to get a few snacks. Really late into the night, we decided that we were gonna go out and go to the beach, and let me tell you. It's literally 1:30 right now. Can you like show the time? And there's like a whole party going on over there. And we're like here by the water. I wanna go in the water, but I'm a little scared. So but anyways, my dad got this really cute photo of my sisters and I playing with these other kids that were on the beach. But only a few hours later we had to be up because we had scheduled an early morning boat ride that was going to take us around the multiple islands that were around Phi Phi Island. So this was us going to see the different sites and just getting to be in the water. It was really fun because even though it was extremely hot and the sun was scorching, it felt really good to have the wind in my hair. And because I have sinuses, the air like out in the ocean was so clear, like I didn't struggle with anything. Like my nose was clear the whole time. And I think that's one of the things I miss about Thailand the most. Even though the air is extremely humid, it was very clear, so I didn't really struggle with my sinus as much. But we got to Maya Bay, and the water was even clearer near Maya Bay. But apparently, it was this really famous bay where they shot a movie at some point, like a really quite some time ago. But we had a pretty good time because we got to take a lot of pictures, and my sister was honestly having the time of her life playing with the sand. I was also really excited because they had corn on the island, which, if you know me, you know I love some corn. But this was us going off to another location. He took us to this sort of open ocean kind of thing where we could look at the sunset, and it was honestly so pretty. I even got this a really nice photo from it. After sunset, it started to get dark, so we asked the boat driver to take us back to our villa, but we ended the night off by getting some crepes. Then early in the morning, we had to head back to mainland, which was in Phuket, and that is the speedboat that we were actually going on. And it was very hot while we waited for our taxify driver because Uber does not work over there, and he took us back to our hotel, the Social in Phuket, and they gave us these complimentary ice cream because it was very hot. We decided to get food as well and just spend the rest of the day going to try out different food spots like this kebab place which had really good kebabs. We also decided to leave our clothes by the laundry place because we didn't want to go back with like dirty clothes, and we also stopped by to get some custom made pieces as well. If you guys are interested in seeing like the things that I got from Thailand, like clothes or accessories or whatever, just like comment down below and let me know if you want a proper video of me showing that to you guys. But this was the next morning and we were on our way to the airport, but before we got to the airport we made a few stops, and I thought this purple truck was really cool. But our first stop was the Gems Gallery, which is like a really large jeweler where they make multiple different kinds of jewelry pieces, and they even have precious stones on display in the building. We even got to see some jewelry items being made. We're actually not allowed to take any photos when we're inside the jewelry store, so if you want to see what we got from there, Also, let me know in the comments. So we also passed by this market that we were literally saying to each other, if we would have known about it, then we would have stopped at this market first, because it had so many things and it had corn. That means you could like buy corn and eat your corn while you shop, which I thought was really neat. But we had to head to the airport because it was just about time for us to board. We had to get our bags checked in and everything. I thought this little water bottle that we got was really cute, but this was us boarding our plane. And we finally landed in Abu Dhabi for a very short layover, and we stopped to get some food. I got this chicken burger off the menu, but I really didn't like it. It was a little disappointing, but we got back onto our connecting. And before we know it, we were back at ORT International Airport because we had finally landed back in South Africa. We got most of our bags, but one of our bags that had like quite a few things in it was missing because apparently somebody took it home with them, but that's a story time for another day. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I am beyond grateful if you made it to the end, because what? You actually made it to the end. If you made it to the end, comment Jesus Christ is King, because he is. Okay, yeah, if you made it to the end of the video, comment Jesus Christ is King, because then I'm gonna know who my real ones are. Yeah, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing, blessed rest of the day. Bye.